believe this.
This is what we call a canning party, ladies.
This one's easy to peel.
You should invite
it's a little riper.
I said a canning party.
I'm not happy with it. I don't need a $500 tour with all the traffic, right?
Yeah.
Such interesting discussions, ladies.
Oh, you record that? I know you do.
Well, it's a good thing that y'all know how to work while you're talking.
He got a house and got nobody to meet with you.
6 pounds of pears, 6 cups of sugar, and 6 cups of water, and then 2 packages
how did you do that?
of fruit pie filling. 2 packages.
That's the River Main.
Yeah.
So we're going to prepare our canner in jars, and they've been in here for a while, so have your jars ready. And I'm going to do quarts. We're going to process quarts for, let me see here, quarts for 20 minutes and pints for 15 minutes. And you're gonna cook the filling stuff with the sugar stuff just until it's thickened, and then you're going to put in your fruit. You don't really want to cook your fruit because we want it crisp, because it's going to process it. Okay? And we're going to get ready to put it in the jars now.
Yeah, then because of what you call.
Okay, so you're going to leave a ½ inch of headspace on here, and make sure and go around and get all the bubbles out. And this is very important because with this pie filling, it's kind of thick and gooey, so make sure you go around the entire side and get those bubbles out. Wipe your lid. Take one of your lids that are prepared. Got them in hot water here, not boiling, but hot. Put it on, and then, I don't know.
Somebody had to pay to peel
There we go. Into the canner it goes, and the next one. Okay, we're on jar number 3, quart size jar. Well, I guess it'd help if I actually showed you the jar. So, okay, jar number 3 for the quart size jars, wiping the rim. And cap. And there we go. I'm going to use 2 hands. Get that good and tight, and then I'll put it into the canner. Okay, and I know, I'm pretty sure I already said this, but make sure you got a ½ inch of headspace. Okay, so roughly, give or take, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't want too much and not too little, because these things got to be able to expel out that air. Okay. Then I'm going to cap it. Okay, so I've got all the jars in the canner now, and we've got 5 quarts. So that was 6 pounds after being peeled and cored, 6 pounds of pears. Before, I think they said it like 8 pounds before being cored and peeled, but it came out to 6 pounds, it said, after being cored and peeled. Put it in there, 2 packs of the Mrs. Wages, and now you can do this without using the Mrs. Wages pie filling mix, but I got them on sale. They were like 79 cents. And the thing is, you don't want to use cornstarch when you make the pie filling, because they said, I read something on it one time, and it kind of, I guess, clumps or discolors. I'm not sure exactly what the problem is, but they recommended all the canning books that you don't use cornstarch when you are canning. So there is something that you can use that is for canning in place of cornstarch, but I never got around to ordering that, and I've been wanting to make some fruit pie filling, and then I saw these on clearance. So you can order the replacement for the cornstarch and do it that way, but again, this was just as easy. So, and it was there, so I went ahead and I did it, and I just added again 6 cups of water for the 6 pounds of pears and 6 cups of sugar. And I think it was probably less than 6 cups. I probably put in more like 4 or 5 cups because I just poured in what I had left in one of my containers. But it does say 6 cups, but it is plenty sweet, so I'm not thinking that's going to be a problem. Okay, so that pot's empty now. This pot has everything in it. Turned it up. We're going to get it back up to that full rolling boil, and then we're going to start the timer, and we are going to do 20 minutes for these quart-sized jars. All right? And there's yesterday's results. Had tomatoes still, so I made 8 more jars of salsa, or 7 more jars of salsa. And then a neighbor of mine made some wild grape jelly, and I thought, I have not made wild grape butter in a while. I did not make it last year, and I only had 1 jar left, 1 little jar at that. So I went out there and I picked some grapes, got motivated, stemmed them and did the work, and here we go now. We have some beautiful wild pear butter. And wild pear butter, not wild pear butter, nonsense. Wild grape butter. So if anybody wants a recipe for that, let me know, and I'll post that recipe, but it's really good. That, making the pie filling, only took up a portion of the pears that I still need to use. So we still have this big old canner full. And so I'm thinking pear butter. I'm going to go ahead and pressure cook them, just all of them in there together, and then I'll separate some out and make some pear butter with it, and the rest I will probably turn into just fruit snacks again. So anyway, it's been a great year for pears and really enjoying this. Okay, we can see the steam dripping or coming out of the sides there, so it's ready to go. I'm going to start the timer. 20 minutes. Alright, we'll look at it when we get done. Alright, timer's going off. Cut that off. And make sure when you open that lid, always away from you, because you see that steam coming out of there. There we go. 20 minutes. And I'm going to leave the water in that canner. In the canner, since I'm doing more pears. I'm going to use this water over and over. I have to add to it a little bit, but we're going to keep using it. Alright, we'll see when we get them out. And there we have it. And given just a few minutes and they should start going pop, 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 and we'll know that they are sealed. So that looks pretty good.